talk about being a student of the game. You want to educate yourself. Sometimes you just got to walk in there and just look at everything. And I feel like it's up to the parent or the OG to educate the young on what came before. And so it's not personal. It's just that if you don't know, you don't know. If you choose not to know, then you choose not to know.
And people in the other countries don't notice until they come here and they realize, yo, this is not fucking the land of milk and honey. This is the land of fucking degradation and devastation. This is the land that takes your soul from you. Man, it's fucked up. That's why they don't talk about their beginnings. They tell you about everybody else in the world. They don't like to tell you their backstory. They don't even know all of it. The only ones that know all of it is the ones in the 120. The way we was raised, the way that we was taught to deal with our emotions. And now you gotta master the emotion.
I remind people when Saddam Hussein had been toppled, fresh in people's minds, when Afghanistan had been invaded, when there was talk of going into just about any other country, you know, you're a coward, you won't lead your own troops. If you ever get it in your head to invade Venezuela, I'll meet you right here in this savannah.
As only one thing, over and over again, and that is what they become.
You know, Black Lives Matter has been the mantra, obviously, surrounding the anti-police brutality movement ever since Mike Brown. And of course, Black Americans are disproportionately impacted by cops. But shouldn't the conversation
Some of us who are so lucky tell us to put our hands up is some type of sick tribute to your privilege, and then you pull the trigger into our bodies, lay down on your ground, pull the trigger into your clip is empty, pull the trigger until we make your evening news, and then when our children cry, we have to look our children in the eyes and tell them that they have to be cautious. That when they walk your streets, they have to do so in fear that they have to spend an entirety of their life looking over their shoulder, because you will hunt them down and you will bury them.
Discuss your former name, or the name that the slave master gave to your antecedents. It is a matter of record that Muhammad's last name was Poole, Elijah Poole.
No, that's the name that his slave master gave to his grandfather or great-grandfather, but that's not his name.
Post thought that I might be a quote militant. And when you live under a situation like that constantly,
you have proved that you fight well. Now you can join us.
You ask me, whether I approve of violence. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense at all. Whether I approve of guns. I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama. some very, very good friends of mine were killed by bombs that were planted by racists. Carol, we heard about the bombing, and I don't have my car. And they went down, and what did they find? They found limbs and heads strewn all over the place. And then after that, in my neighborhood, all the men organized themselves into an armed patrol. They had to take their guns and patrol our community every night because they did not want that to happen again. I mean, that's why when someone asks me about violence, I just find it incredible. Because what it means is that the person who's asking that question has absolutely no idea what black people have gone through, what black people have experienced in this country since the time the first black person was kidnapped from the shores of Africa.
Listen, follow me. You. Fuck Trump. Fuck Clinton. You are so powerless. We are so powerless to anything. Don't distract yourself. Build two things. Work on one. Building your own skill set of specialized knowledge that makes you valuable in a community.
Number 6 means. So if you understand something and you teach that to somebody else, you make your understanding understood. Now y'all are equal. You're on the same plane, right? Now you're dealing in love.
Alright? Fuck these motherfuckers. That's my whole message to the youth. Fuck this. Fuck Trump. Fuck Sanders. Fuck the guys before them. Fuck the dudes that dropped out of the race. Fuck their mothers. Fuck their brothers. Fuck everybody who looks like them and everybody who likes the same records. Fuck them all. Alright? And focus strictly on your own personal education, building up your skill sets, your specialized knowledge, so that way not only are you a value to yourself, but you're a value to the community. What's going on around you is just a great big distraction, and it's a fight, it's a boxing match that you have absolutely no bad one. So why are you wasting mental energy on this young world?
Because we're the original people of the planet Earth, and this melanin has something to do with our, not just physical strength, our spiritual attunement. All of these things melanin has something to do with, not just the physical. Anything physical is really a representation of mental, because mental is first.
Melanin is a molecule, and the concept of melanin is it is black in its nature, and we find it in the cosmos, we find it in the heavens, we find it in water, we find it in land, we find it in everything that exists.
Community, or they assume they say very racist things, subtly racist things like, you know what, you don't care when someone in your community dies, you only care when it's a cop. Well, let me stop you there. First of all, Abby, when anyone in our community dies, that leaves a huge hole in our hearts. That is a devastating loss. It doesn't matter who it is or how they died, but the difference is that 99% of the time, if that person who killed our family member, our brother, our sister, our friend, if that person's caught on camera doing it, either with a weapon or with their bare hands, 99% of the time they're going to prison. If a police officer does it, and even if it's caught on camera, even if you see him pull out his gun and shoot a child on the floor, you're still not gonna have the same sort of consequences that you should. You may lose your job, but 99% of the time, you're not going to prison for the crime of murder. And that shows the total inconsistency and the lack of accountability from not only police departments, but also from this administration who lacks the courage to confront these issues head on.
You claimed self-defense.
has not at this point been arrested.
We were walking down the street, empty street. We were just walking down, minding our own business. He didn't say freeze or nothing like we were committing a crime. He said, get the F on the sidewalk. And now with the other hand, he's pointing his weapon. The second time he says, I'll shoot, it wasn't even a second later before the gun just went off. It was just horrible to watch. Yeah, it hurt him a lot. I see it in his eyes, it hurt him a lot.
When police responded to reports of a man selling CDs in front of the store. Excuse me, ma'am. Do me a favor, put your hands on that car real quick. Stop. I have to look, bro. Stop. What you talking about? Put your hands on the car right quick, bro.
Right? If you think about born, I think about one I word that pops up, and that's in. But instead, yes, man, just like you're 5, right? You like more like infant or if or if. That's mommy. Right? Tell me what's going on right here in this picture. You're being born, right? And so that means you're coming into existence, right? That was a process. It was 9 full months of you being in your mommy's tummy before you were what? And just like this book that we worked on, right? This didn't just appear, right? First you needed to do the knowledge of how to even hold a pencil, right? Or hold a crayon. So whenever anything is brought, like this book or you, brought into an existence, that all starts with one thing. It all starts with what? Mom. Yes, ma'am. I said...
That's what we call hip hop. That's the birth of hip hop. Hip hop comes from a lot. Hip hop comes from the God.
It's a lot of L's, you know what I'm saying? Ladies love legend and leather, long and lean, and don't wear pleather. Last of the red hot loving MCs, looking for a little, that's my period. Goes quick like lightning, too exciting, lover of ladies, don't allow fighting, level-headed leader, 20-boy feet up, good love life, better rhyme by the beat up. Looking, learning, the one you're liking, listening, you will love what I'm writing. Ladies love long, hard, and lean, and now you know what LL